Have you ever wondered why your energy feels strong one week and flat the next? Or why your drive, your focus, even your confidence can shift for reasons you can't explain? If you're a man who's been feeling a little off lately, you're not alone. Most men never connect these changes to something as simple as what they're eating. And even fewer realize that testosterone, the hormone that supports strength, vitality, desire, and mood, reacts quickly to certain foods. Some foods lift it, some quietly drain it, and sometimes the difference is as small as a handful of nuts. I'm Dr. Rosalia Viterbo, and today I want to talk to you directly because if you've been struggling with low energy, slower recovery after workouts, or less motivation than usual, it's not about willpower. Your hormones might be signaling for help. Here's the surprising part. Certain nuts contain natural compounds that support testosterone production, healthy cholesterol balance, and stable inflammation levels. But a couple of very common nuts can do the exact opposite, reducing free testosterone and making you feel sluggish without you realizing why. This video will show you the 4 nuts that can naturally support your testosterone, and the 2 you may want to avoid if you're working on feeling stronger, more focused, and more balanced. It's a simple change. No supplements, no complicated routines, just science, clarity, and practical help. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which nuts work for your hormones and which may be quietly working against you. Testosterone isn't just a male hormone. It plays a role in your energy, your mood, your metabolism, and even how confidently you move through your day. When levels dip, even slightly, you can feel it in ways that are subtle at first. You might notice slower mornings, less drive at work, or a kind of quiet heaviness that you can't quite explain. Some men describe it as feeling less like themselves. And here's the part many people overlook. Hormones respond to daily habits far more than most of us realize. Sleep, stress, movement, and yes, food. Even small choices can nudge testosterone up or down. But modern life doesn't make those choices easy. Long work hours, irregular meals, and processed snacks can add up over time. You may think you're eating healthy enough, yet still feel tired, foggy, or less motivated than you used to. Does that sound familiar? Another thing I see often in my patients is frustration. They try new workouts, supplements, or routines, but still feel stuck. It's discouraging, and it makes many men question what's actually going on inside their bodies. But the truth is usually simpler than it seems. Testosterone works best when your body has the right building blocks, and certain nuts happen to be rich in nutrients that support hormone production, minerals like zinc and selenium, healthy fats, and antioxidants that reduce quiet inflammation. When you get these in the right amounts, your body responds. You feel sharper, you recover faster, you regain a sense of steady energy throughout the day. But the opposite is also true. Some nuts, even ones that seem perfectly healthy, can shift your hormonal balance in a direction you don't want. They may alter the ratio between testosterone and estrogen, or increase oxidative stress in a way that slows you down. So in a moment, I'll show you the 4 nuts that nourish your hormones, and the 2 that can quietly drain your vitality. It's a small adjustment that can make a meaningful difference in how you feel. Now let's take this step by step. I want to give you clear, practical guidance you can use immediately. So let's look at the 4 nuts that genuinely support healthy testosterone production. And then the 2 that may quietly push your levels in the wrong direction. We'll keep it simple, science-backed, and easy to apply in your daily routine. 1. First, Brazil nuts, your selenium powerhouse. Brazil nuts are one of the most effective nuts for hormone support because they're incredibly rich in selenium. Selenium helps your body produce testosterone by supporting the enzymes involved in hormone synthesis. It also reduces inflammation, which keeps testosterone from being converted too quickly into estrogen. Many men low in selenium report fatigue, lower libido, and weaker immune function without realizing why. Just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts a day is enough. More isn't better here. Selenium is powerful, and your body only needs a small amount. I often tell my patients, this is the simplest nutrition change you'll ever make. 1 nut in the morning, 1 nut at night if you want. And over time, your hormone balance feels steadier and more supported. 2. Second, almonds, the natural testosterone protector. Almonds get overlooked because they seem so ordinary, but they contain nutrients that help maintain steady testosterone levels. They're rich in healthy fats, vitamin E, and magnesium, three key elements your body uses for hormone regulation. Magnesium helps lower SHBG, a protein that binds testosterone. When SHBG is too high, your testosterone may look normal on a blood test, but very little is free, meaning available for energy, strength, and mood. Almonds can help loosen that bind. They also help regulate blood sugar, and stable blood sugar means steadier hormonal output. If you deal with afternoon fatigue or irritability, this is often part of the puzzle. A handful of almonds a day, around 10 to 15, is a simple way to keep things balanced. Third, walnuts for blood flow and brain hormone connection. Walnuts support testosterone indirectly through circulation and brain health. Good blood flow matters because hormones depend on movement. They need to reach tissues efficiently. Walnuts contain omega-3 fats, which support healthy arteries and reduce quiet inflammation that can sabotage hormone signaling. But there's something else many men don't know. Stress is one of the fastest ways to drop testosterone. High cortisol and testosterone don't coexist peacefully. Walnuts nourish your nervous system. Their omega-3s help steady mood, improve sleep quality, and support clearer mental focus. When stress is lower, testosterone has room to function normally. I tell patients, if your mind feels calmer, your hormones feel calmer too. A small daily serving, about a quarter cup, is enough to support both brain and hormone health. Fourth, pistachios, gentle support for blood sugar and vascular health. Pistachios don't get as much attention, but they support testosterone through vascular health and improved blood sugar control. Studies show that better insulin sensitivity is linked to healthier testosterone levels, and pistachios happen to stabilize glucose in a way that prevents those dips in energy that can make you feel sluggish or unfocused. They're also rich in plant compounds that support nitric oxide. Better nitric oxide means healthier circulation, something many men care about not just for general health, but also for performance and confidence in intimate moments. A small handful daily works well. Just avoid the heavily salted versions if you're watching your blood pressure. Now let's talk about the two nuts that can quietly diminish testosterone. These nuts aren't bad, but they may not be ideal if you're specifically working on supporting hormonal health. First to limit, peanuts. Peanuts are technically legumes, not nuts, and that matters because legumes contain phytoestrogens, plant compounds that can mildly mimic estrogen in the body. For some men, this has no noticeable effect. But for men already dealing with borderline testosterone or symptoms of low energy, peanuts can tip the balance in the wrong direction. They're also inflammatory for certain individuals, especially if you have sensitivities, digestive issues, or conditions like acne or joint pain. Chronic low-grade inflammation competes with testosterone production because your body shifts focus toward repair instead of hormone regulation. If you eat peanuts daily and feel sluggish, try swapping them out for 2 weeks and notice how your body responds. Second to limit, cashews. Cashews are delicious, but they're higher in phytic acid, which can reduce absorption of zinc, one of the most important minerals for testosterone. If your diet is already low in zinc, relying heavily on cashews may hold you back. This doesn't mean you have to eliminate cashews completely. Just be mindful of frequency. Think of them as an occasional snack, not a daily staple, especially if your goal is steady hormonal strength. A gentle reminder. Don't worry if your current eating habits look different from what I've shared. You're not doing anything wrong. You're simply learning how to support your body in a way that aligns with how hormones naturally work. Let's take a moment to bring everything together, because understanding the why behind these choices makes the habits much easier to follow. Testosterone is not controlled by one factor. It's influenced by sleep, stress, movement, and nutrition. And within that nutrition piece, healthy fats, minerals, and antioxidants are essential building blocks. That's why something as small as the nuts you choose can shift your hormone balance more than you might expect. You learned that 4 nuts genuinely support testosterone by giving your body these building blocks. Brazil nuts for selenium, which helps you produce testosterone efficiently. Almonds for magnesium and healthy fats that keep SHBG in check. Walnuts for omega-3s that support circulation and calm the stress response. And pistachios for stable blood sugar and improved vascular function. These aren't exotic superfoods. They're simple, accessible, and easy to incorporate into daily life. A small amount each day is enough. You don't need to change your entire diet to see benefits. You also learned that 2 nuts may work against your goals if you're trying to support testosterone naturally. Peanuts, because of their phytoestrogen content and inflammatory potential. And cashews, because they can interfere with zinc absorption if eaten too frequently. This doesn't make them bad foods. It just means they may not be the best everyday choice when your focus is hormone balance. The bigger message is this: your hormones respond to consistency, not perfection. Small, thoughtful changes accumulate, and when you give your body the nutrients it needs, it often responds with more energy, clearer thinking, better recovery, and a stronger sense of confidence in daily life. So take this information gently. There's no rush, no pressure. Just start by adding one supportive habit, maybe a Brazil nut in the morning or a handful of almonds in the afternoon. Listen to your body. Notice how you feel over the next few weeks. Your body has a remarkable ability to restore balance when you give it the right tools. Remember, supporting your hormones is really about supporting your overall well-being. And the more consistently you care for yourself, the more your energy and vitality return in a steady, natural way. If today's video helped you understand your body a little better, I'm glad. My goal is always to give you clear, practical guidance you can use right away, the kind that supports your energy, your focus, and your long-term health in a steady, sustainable way. If you'd like more doctor-led videos on hormones, nutrition, men's health, and simple lifestyle habits that actually make a difference, I invite you to subscribe. It helps you stay connected, and it lets me keep creating content that supports you week after week. And if you know someone who might benefit from this information, a friend, a partner, or a family member, feel free to share this video with them. Sometimes one small insight can change the way someone feels in their daily life. Thank you for spending this time with me. Your health deserves attention, and I'm honored to be part of your journey. Take care of your body, listen to its signals, and give it the support it needs. I'm Dr. Rosalia Viterbo. Take care of your health, and I'll see you next time.